little bit of a change of scenery. Rise up, brothers and sisters, kings and queens, boys and girls, friends, frenemies, and you agents. This is Brother Marley, this is the Gambia One channel, and this up here is the Gambia. So, just a quick video. I wanted to talk a little bit about an experience I had years ago when I was a young man. A friend of mine, Marco, we worked as a teacher in a school up in Bexley, and he asked me to come and meet him after school to have some drinks or whatever. So I said, yeah, I can come. Let me go here. Here's a cooler. And I hide between these set of containers. It's not cooler here. That's good, isn't it? Still recording. No cracks. Yay. So yeah, he asked me to come and meet him. I said, yeah, I can come meet you. So we met up. What's that there? Wow. That's a really badly damaged container. So anyway, we met up. And went over to the bus stop across the road from his school. So while we're waiting for this bus, a bunch of lads turn up. These guys, they come up and they say, hey, what are you lot doing around here? So he said, we're waiting for the bus. Me, I kept my mouth shut and I kept looking forward. I'm like, you're not talking to me. You're not talking to me. Anyway, one of them sicked his dog on me. The dog didn't actually bite me, but it was real close. I was scared. I still remember it to this day. So anyway, things started getting rowdy between me and my friend and these lads who turned up. Just at that point, a bus came along. So it wasn't our bus, but we got on the bus just to get out of the situation. Literally 3 weeks later, Stephen Lawrence was killed in Bexley at a bus stop by some racist thugs. Now, I feel kind of like lucky that it wasn't me that was caught up in that, because it was the same place, the same area, same environment. It could have well been the same people, I don't know for sure. But it took around about 10 years, I think it was about 10 years, for the Metropolitan Police to have an inquiry, and for that inquiry to come back and say that they found the Metropolitan Police Service institutionally racist. So it is official that the police service in the UK is doesn't have a few bad apples. There's not a few racist cops. No, the whole institution, the whole setup, everything about it is racist. Now, that was then, literally just 2 years ago, so that was back in the 80s or something. Sorry, 90s or something. But now, in 2020, a 15-year-old young girl was stopped and searched by the police. This girl was on her period, and yet they insisted on strip searching her. They strip searched this young black girl, and it was just on the whim of one cop who said they could smell drugs on her. That was in 2020. Now in 2022, they've investigated that and said, yep, that had a racist undertone to it as well. I remember a few years ago, I was stopped by the police over in Brixton. Now, I've never smoked weed in myself my whole life. I've tried it, like, someone has said, oh, do you want to try this? I've tried it once on holiday. But beyond that, I haven't touched the stuff. My ex-wife at the time was in the car. She hadn't smoked for years. These cops came up now. I understood that if your doors are locked, they don't have no right to put you in your car without your permission, without your agreement. But lo and behold, so what I did, I locked the doors, locked the glove compartment. Understood that from a Jay-Z track. But anyway, this police officer came up to the car. She tried to open the door, found the door was locked. Told me to unlock the door. I said, I can't give you permission to come in, I'm sorry. So she said, I can smell marijuana in the car, and so now I have suspicion that you are doing something illegal and I must have the door open. Boy, let me tell you something. They had about 6 officers, about 4 police cars. They were ransacking the car. They were looking everywhere for this weed that this woman smelled. They called the canine unit. The canine unit came with another 2 cars, and we were swamped in police. Bright blue lights flashing everywhere. All to look for this spliff this woman said she could smell. Obviously, they didn't find anything. But over there in the UK, the racism is live and kicking. We see it over in all over Europe. We see it from the furthest west to the furthest east of Europe. Now we have a situation where you have Nazis who have been banned, from making posts on Facebook and so on and so forth over in the Ukraine. But because now these Nazis are fighting Russia, then they're seen as okay to now post on Facebook. So we're seeing racism from all across Europe. We're seeing those young people over in Ukraine who are stuck there still. After all this time, it's like as though the trains have stopped running and they still don't take any black people. So racism is alive, y'all. And my request to you is to please be as careful as possible, because you have no idea as to what to expect from these white supremacists. But anyway, so this is me, Marty, from the Container Yard. Hi, how are you? Good. 1 second. Sorry about it, I had someone just greeting me. So yeah, man, this whole racism thing is live and kicking, and we have to be very, very careful and cognizant of that. Trying to be best friends or best buddies or so on and so forth with people who would do you harm, who could cause you harm, is not the best move. Following certain people saying, well, that's the way to go, and I need to leave Africa or wherever so I can be with these other people. It's not the smartest way to move people. Have a think about what I'm saying, because you don't want to be another victim. Whether you're a victim in Europe, a victim in the United States, or anywhere else in the West, it's not worth it. With all we've got, so let's just try and do the best we can with what we have, yeah? Alright, so this is Brother Marley from the Gambia One channel in the Gambia, signing off. Peace.